Welcome all to the online lecture series of mechanical engineering materials. This is the second part of our lecture number 9, and in this lecture we'll look into types of tool steel, stainless steel and its types. Now in our part 1 of lecture 9 we studied effects of alloying elements, different alloying elements, as well as we had an introduction to the tool steel. Now we'll look into types of tool steel, stainless steel, and what are the different types of stainless steels available to us. Now let's first start off with tool steels. As we have discussed in earlier lecture, tool steels is nothing but a steel which is used for making various tools, various machining tools like machining tools for cutting metals, for wood, plastic, etc. We have seen the characteristic of it. As we know, it is mainly used in heat treated state, that is in high temperature state, and percentage of carbon is 0.7 to 1.5. Now let's look at different types of tool steel. Before that, we'll look into what are the advantages of tool steel over the ordinary or general steel. First is it has a good abrasion resistance. The word abrasion means it does not undergo any wear or tear. Undergo any wear or tear. That means its surface does not have any irregularities. Next is it has a good toughness. We all know what is toughness. It is the resistance of any metal to the uh, application of impact or application of load without any deformation. It has a good machinability. It means it can be given any shape, can be given any form because of its good machinability. Next, it has a good wear resistance. This is a sub part of this abrasion resistance only. And next is it has the ability to hold a cutting edge at a elevated temperature. That means cutting edge nothing but the edge of a tool which is used for making the cuts on a metal. This cutting edge is remains sharp, or cutting edge remains sharp even at a elevated temperature, so that we can use the tool steel for different operations, performing different operation at a higher temperature levels. Next is what are the different disadvantage of tool steel. First is they are brittle, especially at a higher hardness. That means if the hardness is more, that is its resistance to wear, resistance to scratches, resistance to abrasion is more, then it becomes brittle. Brittle is nothing, we have discussed what is exactly brittle. That is when the any material is said to be brittle when it undergoes, when it leads to breaking into pieces when applied a compressive load. Example is glass. And it has a next disadvantage, it has a higher cost. So tool steel are mostly higher in cost because of their different advantages, but this higher cost is ultimately a disadvantage of a tool steel. Next is uses or application of tool steel. So as you have mentioned, it is used for stamping dies. That means different dies, metal dies that you use, it is used for stamping. Then that is stamping is nothing but, we have seen what stamp, when you take a stamp on a paper, same thing happens with the help of tool steel, but here stamping is carried out on a metal dies. Next is it is used for metal cutting, we have seen it, and also used for injection molding molds. Next, now look at different types of tool steel. First is high speed steel, also called as HSS or HS steel. The first alloy that was formally classified as high speed steel was introduced in 1910. The tungsten type high speed steel grades contain 0.65% carbon, 3.75 to 4% chromium, 17.25 to 18% tungsten, and 0.9 to 1.3% vanadium. Remember this percentage. You will be asked in examination what are the percentage of, or percentage or combination composition of high speed steel HSS. So always remember these these four metals, that element, that is carbon, chromium, tungsten and vanadium, are present in HSS, that is high speed steel, and try to remember the compositions of various elements. Next, it is mainly used for manufacturing of various cutting tools, that is drill taps, tool bits, gear cutters, saw, blades, etc. So, as we have discussed earlier, tool steels are mainly used for op- various operations, machinability or machining operations like drills, drilling, milling, cutting, sawing, etc. So, next is it is used for punches, dies manufacturing. Punches are nothing but the equipment that we use for punching the holes in your metal sheet, and dies, as we have discussed, are help to get the, it's like opposite to punches. Here the, with the help of die we get a required shape from your metal sheet. It is used for making files, chisels, hand plane blades, and high quality kitchen and pocket knives. So our kitchen knives, pocket knives are also used, are also made from high speed steel or HSS. Next type of tool steel is hot work tool steel. So here the word hot work means these tool steel are mostly used at a higher temperature, or and also they are manufactured at a higher temperature. So hot work tool steels include chromium, tungsten, and molybdenum alloys. They are typically used for forging, die casting, piercing, trim, extrusion, hot shear, and punching blades. Now next is cold work tool steel. Cold work tool steel include high chromium, medium alloy, air hardening, water hardening, oil hardening alloys. Typical application include cold working operations such as stamping dies, draw dies, burnishing tools, coining tools, pipes for bicycle, and shear blades. So as we have mentioned earlier, cold work means it it defines the working conditions where the tool steels are used. Cold rolled steel sheets contain 0.1% carbon. So you just have to remember the different types of application of hot work and cold work steels. Next is stainless steel. So as the word suggests, stain means, we all know what the stain is, and stainless means a steel that does not have any stains on it, and these stains is nothing but the corrosion or rust that happens on a iron or any other different metals which are not steels, and but it is not a stain proof as it is called as stainless. It is all called as corrosion resistant steel, or CRES, corrosion resistant steel. Stainless steel is a generic term for family of corrosion resistance alloy steels containing 10.5% or more of chromium. So always remember the major alloying element or key alloying element used to make stainless steel from ordinary steel is chromium. Chromium is responsible for the corrosion resisting property of a stainless steel. All stainless steels have a high resistance to corrosion, as we have mentioned earlier. This resistance to attack is due to naturally occurring chromium rich oxide film formed on the surface of the steel. So with inclusion of chromium into the steels, we manufacture stainless steel, and while doing that a chromium rich oxide film is formed on the surface of steel. So just compare this chromium rich oxide film with the screen guard that you use on your display of your mobile phone. This film helps to avoid any corrosion or helps to avoid any rust on your steel. The same way the screen guard avoids any scratches or abrasions on your mobile screen. Although extremely thin, this invisible inert film is tightly adhered to the metal and extremely protective in a wide range of corrosive media. So, this film is definitely invisible and extremely thin, but it is highly adhered to the metal. That means it is highly in contact with the metal and a protective wide range of corrosive, and it also extremely protective in a wide range of corrosive media. The film is rapidly self-repairing in the presence of oxygen and damaged by abrasion, cutting, or machining in a quickly repaired. So here this is chromium rich oxide film. Oxide is nothing but your represent your oxygen O2. So as it is mentioned, due to the presence of oxygen in your environment, this film self repair itself, so that whatever the damages happened by abrasion are reversed by its self repairing mechanism. That's why the stainless steel remains corrosion resistant for a longer duration. Now let's look at different types of stainless steel. In addition to chromium, nickel, molybdenum, titanium, niobium, and other elements are also added to stainless steel in varying procedures or varying range of percentage, so that it will have a different properties with different percentage of alloying element. There are three major types of stainless steel: austenitic, ferrinitic, and martensitic. We have learned these terms austenitic, ferrinitic, martensitic in our lecture where we previous lecture where we studied the iron carbon diagram. So please go through this that lecture and again revise about the austenitic, ferrinitic, and martensitic phase of the iron. Now let's look at austenitic stainless steel. The advantages of austenitic stainless steel. So it has an excellent corrosion resistance in organic acid, industrial, and marine environment. It has excellent weldability. It has a excellent formability, forceability, ductility. It has excellent cleanability and hygiene characteristic. It is a non-magnetic if annealed. Disadvantages: these alloys are not hardened by heat treatment. Here we'll be looking at the hardening and heat treatment in your unit number 6. So just remember the disadvantage. We'll look the concept behind it in our unit number 6. The use of austenitic stainless steel. So let's look at the uses which are the mostly asked in your online examination. First is floppy disks are manufactured using austenitic stainless steel. Then keyboard, key springs, kitchen sinks, food processing equipment, architecture application, chemical plant equipment. Similarly, we'll look it into ferritic stainless steels. Advantages are, again, it is magnetic, good ductility just like austenitic stainless steel, and it also can be welded, fabricated without any difficulty. So easy to machine. Disadvantages are, these are not hardenable by heat treatment just like your austenitic steel. It has a poor weldability, formability not as good as austenitic steel, and it has a, sorry, this was wrong, it has poor corrosion resistance as compared to your austenitic steel. Next is uses of austenitic ferritic stainless steel. It is used for computer floppy disks, again just like austenitic, for automotive trim, for automotive exhaust, that is the exhaust that we have in your bikes and your cars, and culinary equipment. Next is martensitic stainless steel. The advantages are same as it has a good corrosion resistance. It is hardened by heat treatment. So unlike the previous two, it is easy to harden by heat treatment. It is magnetic nature and has a high strength and hardness. Poor weldability, that's its disadvantages, and its uses also include knife blades, surgical instruments, shaft spindles, and pin. So when you ask the question that what are the or if the following are the application of martensite stainless steel, then you should look for knife blades, surgical instruments, shaft spindles, and pins. So these are the application of martensite steels, because the reason is that because it can be hardened by heat treatment, so we can manufacture these following tools or following equipments with the help of martensitic stainless steel. So here in this part 2 we have covered different types of tool steels along with different types of stainless steel, application of different types of stainless steels, and different types of tool steel. So just go through this PPT, go through this video once again, and write down all the applications of different types of tool steel and stainless steels, and revise these types of stainless steels and tool steels frequently so that you get a better grip on various application of these tool steels and stainless steel. Thank you.